designers, sophisticated punch card devices were introduced from 1920 to 1950. The electromechanical accounting machine family included card punch, verifier, reproducer, summary punch, interpreter, sorter, collator, and accounting machines. These machines were very large, heavy, and required physical labor to operate. The first modern digital computer, a Tanasoff-Berry computer, was built in Iowa State University campus between 1939 and 1942. The development team was led by John Atanasoff, professor of physics and mathematics, and a graduate student, Clifford Berry. This machine included many features like binary arithmetic, parallel processing, storage, and computer functions. It weighed about 750 pounds and could store about 3,000 bits of data. In the early 40s, the first electromechanical computer, Mark I, was developed by Harvard University professor Howard Aiken. IBM sponsored the development of this huge machine. In 1946, first large-scale digital computer, the Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer, was developed. This was developed by John Mauchly and John Presper Eckert, an engineer at New School of Electrical Engineering in the University of Pennsylvania. ENIAC was used to prepare firing and bombing tables for the U.S. Army and Navy. It was also used in secret research that was aimed at building powerful and destructive bombs. ENIAC consisted of 30 separate units, power supply and air cooling system. It weighed 30 tons, used 19,000 vacuum tubes, 1,500 relays, and hundreds of thousands of resistors, capacitors, and inductors. It required a large amount of electricity. It could perform 5,000 additions per minute and hundreds of multiplications per minute. Another important digital computer in history was Colossus I. It was built at a secret government research establishment in England under the direction of Professor Max Neumann. It was designed to break German Enigma codes during World War II. It could scan and analyze 5,000 characters per second. Colossus became operational in December 1943 and proved to be one of the most important technological aids to victory in World War II. In 1949, EDSAC was introduced. This was capable of storing computer program. In 1950, EDWAC was developed. It could store instructions and required less physical effort for operations. In the early 50s, first universal automatic computer was developed by Mauchly and Eckert. This was first commercially used computer. Vacuum tubes were used until that time. John von Neumann introduced the idea of stored program and data in memory. He also introduced binary system for arithmetic and logic operations. In the mid-50s, IBM introduced IBM 650 that was commercially available, and hundreds of these computers were sold and installed. In 1959, Dr. Grace Hopper conceived the idea of COBOL programming language. It was a general-purpose English-like programming language that is still used by many organizations. Dr. Grace developed a compiler that translated programs written in COBOL to run on a variety of computers. She is also the pioneer to find first real bug in a computer. Programmers debug softwares to find out errors or bugs in their programs. Second-generation computers were introduced during 1959. These were built by using transistors instead of vacuum tubes. These computers were more powerful, reliable, less expensive, and smaller in size than their predecessors. Until early 60s, only large companies were producing mainframe computers. In 1963, DEC introduced PDP-8. It was a transistor-based mini-computer. The demand for small computers tremendously increased for business and scientific applications, and by 1970, a number of firms were manufacturing computers. Dear learners, technology was rapidly changing and third-generation computers were introduced during 1964. These computers used large-scale integrated circuits. IBM developed System 360 with the idea of upward compatibility that allowed companies to upgrade their computer systems without converting their data. Besides developments in hardware technology, scientists were busy in developing the techniques to interact with the computer to perform a variety of tasks. In 1960, Dr. Thomas Kurtz and Dr. Johann Kamini started developing a programming language and introduced Basic Programming Language in 1964. It became a popular programming language for business and scientific applications. BASIC was supported on many types of computers.